What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another video, another trade recap. Today I made $1,100 on my XFA, and I made $1,000 across these 5 Traderify accounts, and I also made $1,500 across my other 4 XFAs that I have right now. So pretty good day today. Won it done very fast as well. Like I got on the chart at 9:40, was done by 9:51. So 10-minute work day today. Really happy with that. Won it done. Let's break down exactly what I was looking at, exactly what I was looking for, and all that good stuff. So first of all, coming into the day, be go to trading view actually, excuse me. Coming into the day, also I did get my payout from Top Step yesterday. I got it within probably yesterday mid-afternoon, like 5 o'clock ish, 4 or 5 o'clock. So less than 24 hours, and I got my money. So shout out to Top Step. I will show y'all the email and all that when they hit my Wise account. Shout out to them though. But coming into the day, I low-key, Top Step wants to send you money. This was at 5:07 p.m. yesterday. I got the email, so pretty happy with that. Came pretty fast. I requested it the day before at like 8 or 9 o'clock, so that's pretty good. But yes, with today, what was I looking for? First of all, I recognize that we were pushing above consequent encroachment of the daily wick. Now, I was originally wanting to see lower price. I'm not even going to lie. And the reason I did kind of look to see lower was because of how close we were to these lows. We had just closed through the consequent encroachment of this daily gap, or of the weekly, I mean. On the daily time frame, we closed through this wick, which is that dotted line that I have. So since we had a very strong close here, I was like, all right, we might want to go lower. I'm going to wait and see. I did recognize that at the time we had an SMT with this 15-minute, and I was waiting to see whether or not we're going to run this or not, because ES had not tapped it yet. ES had not tapped this 15-minute, and NQ was looking like it was going to possibly run it. If NQ ran the 15-minute, I was going to look to short this, targeting this low resistance triple stack lows right here. This trend line liquidity looks pretty nice. This was going to be my target if I was to see the 15-minute get ran through after we came up and swept London high. Now, the reason I switched my bias was because I did recognize we were respecting the standard deviation of Asia's daily range, and on top of that, we did end up respecting the 15-minute, and out of the 15-minute, we had gotten, let me delete this to clean it up. We respected the opening gap, and we also got an inversion plus a change in the state. Now, if you have been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know this is my favorite setup. We had an SMT at the low. We were respecting the volume imbalance with an SMT and the change in the state. This is my bread and butter A+ setup. Internal sell side above, which is all I targeted. I could have left runners to, the external or the internal 15-minute draw plus, standard deviation and all that. But for me, I'm on my XFA. I don't like to really try to do the most. I try to just take what's given and make whatever's in front of me. Now, I was initially hesitant on this long. I'm going to tell y'all why. This was my initial entry right here with my stop loss at the bottom of this candle targeting this internal high. Now, the reason I was a little hesitant, for one, I didn't really like my risk reward. Originally, I wouldn't have my stop loss down here, but then that would have been negative. I was most confident in this intermediate 15-minute high because we did already come up and sweep London. I think in hindsight as well, we have to think logical about it. If we are to sweep a high, which we did right here, we swept London. Excuse me. If we're going to sweep London's high, right, and we revisit that high, it is a lot more likely that we will push through that high now on the second time around. It is a lot less likely that we're going to just come up and reject this again. I definitely could have extended my take profit and been a little bit better with my management, but you live and you learn. So this was my initial idea. I then moved my stop loss to this low, and my initial fill was probably like midway through this 1-minute gap. I wanted to see whether or not we were going to respect consequent encroachment of this 1-minute wick here. That was kind of why I was hesitant, because on this first candle we did respect it. I was like, okay, I don't really want to see that, so I was hesitant to initially enter. But once we got that respect, I did enter, and then once we got a slight push above, like right here, I pyramided and I moved my stop loss to this order blocks low. So that definitely helped manage my risk a lot better. Thankfully, we did not hit it. The macro was opening up, so I was like, all right, we should not revisit this low. We are going to see an efficient move in price. And that's exactly what we got. Very simple trade, 15-minute, 1-minute inversion, CISD. Can't really ask for anything better. The reason I closed on my 50K, my Traderify accounts, is because they have a 40% consistency rule. So I can't make more than $1,000 a day anyway, so I'm not really tripping. And then my top step exit phase, obviously 1,500 a day. This was the only one I possibly could have left runners on, but you live and you learn though. So that's today's trade. Definitely could have let this run a little bit, but I'm still happy with it overall. Hope you guys did enjoy this trade recap, and I will catch y'all in the next one. I have a free Discord in my bio if you guys do want to join that and learn with me. Looking to take as many people as possible. I want to continue to just help you guys learn and connect with as many of y'all as I can. So I appreciate y'all for all the support, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.